Hey, what's up, guys? Thank y'all for joining. We're back for another video. I hope you guys are doing good. We're back. I'm working hard. Y'all see me? I think I've been live, what, 3-4 times? Y'all, when I tell y'all multitasking, I'm getting my work done and pushing my lives out. Baby, I'm doing it today, okay? I'm doing the doggone thing. I'm kind of proud of myself a little bit. I don't know why I'm feeling a little bit more motivated today versus every other day. I've been tired, but today I don't know why I feel like I'm just pumping them out. So I hope you guys are able to keep up with all this news that I'm pushing to you guys today to these YouTube streets. Let's get into it. They said, we see you, girl. Yes, honey, Miss Pruitt. Baby, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. You hear me? Goodness gracious. All right, but let's get into it. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Let's get into our first topic. All right. Shout out to Michelle ATLian because she's saying child Simon is speaking from ICE. Now, y'all know Simon, Portia Williams' husband, child. We gotta still say husband because they're still married. She spoke to Simon Guobadia, child, from inside the ICE facility. So we're gonna listen to what he had to say. Again, shout out to Michelle ATLian because that's what we're looking at it, child. Let's give everybody their credit. All right, let's see what Simon had to say, and you guys get to hear his voice. So you know it's him. You know she ain't capping. Let's go. She says that Simon Guobadia, the estranged husband of Portia Williams, recently revealed that that his lengthy stint in the Georgia ICE facility is about to come to an end, and his battle over the enforcement of their prenup continues. So let's get into what he had to say, y'all.
For the record, I had asked him how they had been treating him in Camp ICE because he said he'd been in Camp ICE, and I thought that was funny. And I was like, "How they been treating you?" And at this point, he's on the second leg, like he's out of Fort Stewart, he's in Atlanta, he's getting ready to be, transported to Nigeria. So,
as I said to you earlier, with a friend, I said when they got here, they put me in special protective custody, which is a fancy name for vacation. For 40 days and 40 nights.
Oh no.
23.
They put him in segregation because he was a public figure, and it's supposed to be for his safety. But them people in there didn't know him. Them Latinos in there, the Mexicans and Asians, they didn't know him. Okay, they didn't have a whole lot of Nigerians in there.
23-hour lockdown. So I've been doing time for no crime.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's gonna be over soon.
For the record, I had asked him how they had been treating him in Camp ICE because he said he'd been in Camp ICE, and I thought that was funny. And I was like, "How they been treating you?" And at this point, he's on the second leg, like he's out of Fort Stewart, he's in Atlanta.
I hear that. Simon says, "Child, he been in there like Jesus, honey. 40 days and 40 nights, child. In Camp ICE is what he call it. Camp ICE, now it's like a little jail over there." Y'all know Simon overstayed his visa and they came and picked him up. He was trolling Portia back and forth, child, every other day. Y'all remember because I was covering it on social media, child, from the shade room to any other damn room. He was on there talking real sassy, like a little female, arguing back and forth with Portia, making demands, filing all kind of motions and stuff. Every time you turn around with some shit between him and Portia, I was like, listen. So yeah, ICE was like, let me go ahead and take that up off your hands and come on and go with us. So baby, the ICE fan pulled up and snatched him up. And that's where he's been since what I think February. So I don't know why she's talking about he's serving hard time, girl. He only been in there since February. That's not no damn hard time. But yeah. So he is getting ready. He and Portia are getting ready to be going to court so that they can finalize this divorce. Great for them. And then after that, Simon will be deported back to wherever the hell he's from. Okay. So yeah, what y'all think about that? Okay. I don't know. I'll let y'all hear him one more time before we get up off this. Shout out again to Michelle ATLian.
And he's getting ready to be, transported to Nigeria. So
as I said to you earlier, with friend, I said when they got here, they put me in special protective custody, which is a fancy name for vacation. 40 days and 40 nights.
Oh no.
23.
They put him in segregation because he was a public figure and, it's supposed to be for his safety. But them people in there didn't know him. Them Latinos in there, Mexicans and Asians, they didn't know him. Okay, they didn't have a whole lot of Nigerians in there.
3-hour lockdown. So I'm doing time for no crime.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's gonna be.
I'm saying I be doing time for no crime. That's funny.
For the record, I had asked him how they had been treating him.
Shout out again to Michelle though, Cause I don't. Well, she got it. That's her stuff. Cause she talked to him. But shout out to her for sharing it. Okay, cause nobody else got that information. And yeah, I ran across that while I was looking through the YouTube streets today. So shout out to Ha for that. Okay, shout out to her, and I guess shout out to Simon for getting ready to finalize his damn divorce and go on back to his country girl and live to scam and do whatever else he was doing another day. Find him another wife and trying to stretch out that visa so he can bring his ass back to the U.S. and ICE pick him up again, child, because that's what he's been doing since the 90s, they said. Since the 80s, 90s, he's been back and forth from the U.S. and every time he overstayed his visa and they have to send him back. So just stay over there, Simon, at this point, okay? Just stay over there. Portia will come back and find you because she stay over there in Africa looking for a man. I mean, the probability of her running into you again is very high. Was that messy, y'all? Damn. All right, so let's get into some DDG and Halle Bailey news because, baby, they in the news. I'm sick of them, too. Baby, this is the new Ike and Tina. I'm telling you, Lord. Let's get into it. So as you know, Halle Bailey has already filed a restraining order against DDG in which it was granted. And she also got temporary custody of baby Halo to where DDG is not supposed to be around the baby unless it's through or permission through the courts. Well, something's going on to where she is getting ready to be going to Italy, I think, for work. And he has gone, when I say he, I mean DDG has gone and filed a motion with the courts to block Halle Bailey from taking their son to Italy, citing imminent emotional and psychological risk to the child. How? He's a baby. Wherever the mama go, he go. I don't think she's going to take him anywhere that's going to be not safe for him. And I know you don't say it that way, but I don't think she's going to have him in a situation that's not going to be safe for him, around people that he shouldn't be around. Unlike you, DDG, having just random people picking him up and holding him in the studio that ain't washed their hands. It's probably smoking blunts and everything else. Like, seriously. It's a back and forth. I feel like he and his family are trying to one up this girl. I think they're trying to bully her because she filed those charges on him for him putting his hands on her, and which she should have. If you smashed her head into the damn steering wheel and put bruises on her arm, she should definitely talk about it. And the fact that it got out on social media, I think, is what's bothering him, because he also mentioned that he, lost millions for certain jobs and stuff that he had pending prior to this information coming out and prior to the restraining order that she filed against him and everything going public. So now I feel like he's just being petty and he's bitter that she is finally taking or making him, be held accountable for the things that he's done, because she said prior to us hearing about the incident that she actually came forward with, that he was doing some things prior to that being aggressive towards her. So finally, she's just like, I'm not being quiet no more, and I'm going to definitely be talking. So now he's fighting back and he's playing dirty. She's the child's mother, and of course he is the father as well. And I'm not, trying to diminish that. But what I am saying is, if she's working and of course the child is with her 24/7 almost, unless he's visiting with his father, I don't see her not having the proper nanny and doing the proper things that need to be done for the betterment of their son while she is working. I just don't see that. But let's get into what's being said. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. I'm sick of this. Baby, listen, I'm ready to take my damn belt off. Do you hear me? DDG, I'm ready to take my belt off. All right. So DDG has dropped an emergency motion to prevent Halle Bailey from taking their infant son out of the country, asserting that she poses an imminent emotional and psychological risk to the child. Now, it says the rapper DDG filed the documents on Wednesday morning, which is today, pushing for an emergency hearing because he claims that Halle plans to fly with their son Halo to Italy this Saturday. Says that DDG argues that the court should block this move since Halle isn't mentally stable enough to look after herself and their child. Says it, and he's concerned about her actions if she leaves the court's jurisdiction. He goes on to say that in this filing, DDG points out incidents that he finds concerning, alleging that Halle once grabbed his pow and left the house without telling him where she was headed. It says that he claims that he later found her outside just holding the weapon, noting that she was pregnant during that episode. Maybe because you driving her crazy. And I ain't just child. Let's get into this. All right, so as you guys know, as you see here, we already talked about this part of it all, that Halle Bailey gets a restraining order against DDG, claiming that he attacked her after an argument over visitation schedule for their son. So it sounds like the the majority of their arguments and disagreements have been about their son. Okay. Now I'm hearing that there's some text messages. Let's get to the next tab because I think I pulled them. This is a hot damn mess, y'all. I really hate to see this because at one point they were in love, all booed up, and you know, didn't want to tell nobody about the pregnancy. And now that the baby is here, that's all they're fighting about. And it's so sad. It's very unfortunate. This is, you're supposed to be happy parents. This is your first child. The baby is still a baby, and they are fighting like cats and dogs. And it's like she's filing something to hold him accountable, and he go and file something just because he feel he can. After he'd been threatened to take the child from her and never give her the child again. So yes, she had to put things into place so that he would not follow up on his promise. She's a new mother, so of course she's afraid that if he tell her, I'm gonna take the baby and you'll never see him again, she believes that. She don't want him taking her baby. Hell, she didn't want him to have in the studio with the baby, and I don't blame her. But let's get into this, okay? It says the DDG's mother said that Halle Bailey used a pet-style AirTag to track him and claims that one was even hidden in baby Halo's diaper bag. Okay, now let's get into this. It says the DDG's mother, Tanya Granberry, filed a declaration in court supporting her son's claims against Halle Bailey. And I seen the mama getting into it. Now he went and filed something, and it sounds like they're trying to take this baby from her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Mama, what the hell you filing something for? What you filing something for, Grandma? Sit your ass down. Let these kids figure this out. Lord, let's continue. Now they're getting me mad. Y'all know when I get to hollering, I get mad. All right. So she says that she personally discovered multiple hidden AirTags used to track DDG, including one allegedly planted inside baby Halo's diaper bag and another inside his Maybach. Now, it says that Tanya also submitted photos of the AirTag devices and claims that Halle confronted DDG at a movie theater after tracking his location. Child, well, hey, if you tell me you taking my child, I'm probably going to put a tracking device on your ass too. Because she has to let him see the child, you know, per the courts when they say so. But, you know, she probably has that fear that he's going to, you know, keep his promise of taking the child and she'd never see the child again. So she's doing what any mother would probably do. I would probably do some crazy shit like that too. I don't know. When it comes to my child, you can't tell a mother what they would do when it comes to their baby. And she's a new mom. So I get it. I totally get it. What y'all think? Y'all think that's too much? Y'all think she's doing too much by putting that in there? All right. So this is the declaration that the grandmother filed. All right. And it's so damn small. It's so damn small. If you guys want to read it, head on over to It's On Site, okay? Because, baby, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It says, I'll read a little bit that I can. It says, she resides in Los Angeles, California. I am closely involved in my son's life, as is my fiance, George Charleston, and also serves as my mom. Hold on. And also serves as my mom's driver. Both George and I were involved in identifying and locating multiple Apple AirTags that were secretly placed in Daryl's vehicle. So Daryl, I guess, is DDG. It says that the first AirTag was discovered on in June of 2023 in Daryl's Maybach. It says that Daryl called me that night, stating that petitioner Halle Bailey had shown up uninvited to a movie theater in Beverly Hills, where he was attending a film with a female friend. Because they were together then. So I see why she's doing it. You were cheating and being abusive. So she popped up on your ass at the movie theater after she planted something in there. These kids, Lord. So it says, petitioner called me directly that night, angry, stating that she knew Daryl was at the movie theater and had made threats to F him up. Okay, Halle. It says that George and I drove to the theater out of concern for Daryl's safety. Really? When we arrived, we saw the petitioner outside the theater, visibly upset and attempting to confront and physically fight the woman he was with. It says that I personally intervened to help de-escalate the situation. What you calling your mama for? That's between you and your woman. Child. Now it goes on to say that a fourth AirTag was found April of 2024 after the birth of Daryl's son, Halo. It says I personally found this device inside the baby's bag, hidden underneath the internal cardboard lining. It says that this device was a different model. Why would you be digging under there? Ain't that weird? Does that sound? If you're going in there to get like some wipes out of the bag, would you be digging completely under the little cardboard pieces at the bottom that keeps the bag from sinking down? That's weird to me. I don't get it. It says that hidden underneath the internal cardboard lining, says that this device was a different model, one commonly marked for use with pets. It says that I took a photo of this AirTag, which is attached to this declaration as Exhibit 6. Says that each of these discoveries involved Daryl, George, and me working together to locate the devices. Says that George would receive alerts and we would search the vehicles until the AirTags were physically recovered. Now it says on January of 2025, George and I moved into Daryl's home while helping clean and organize the house. I discovered a box of unused Apple AirTags in the drawer of Daryl's bedroom. Said that these had been left behind by the petitioner who had lived in the home and off and on rather, both before and during her pregnancy. Said that she moved out shortly after the baby was born. And did it finish? It does not say. But that's what the court documents say. Do y'all hear this? So it sounds like DDG, you sound like a whole punk. You calling your mama when you have a verbal altercation between you and Halle. She show up at the movie theater and you get on the phone. Mama, get down here. That's what it gives. That's what it gives. You calling mama for? You a grown ass man. I want you just saying, I would know something. If somebody say something about make some type of phrase he was saying the other day when he was driving, I'm gonna know something. I'm gonna put pause on them. So nigga, get out of here. This is so stupid. So here's a picture of the AirTags that the mother, who shouldn't even be in the middle of their bullshit, presented and ran down there and filed some papers against this girl when this is clearly between the two of them. I feel like the mother is trying to assist him in taking this baby from her. I feel like the mother, which is the grandmother, should stay her ass the fuck up out of this. That makes me mad. Okay, I really do. I really, really do. I really, really do. You know your son is violent. Every mother knows her child. And if there were bruises on this girl from him slamming her face in the damn steering wheel and grabbing her aggressively because she showed the marks, where did they come from? If the courts gave her this restraining order against him, obviously it was something in the paperwork and or receipts that she showed to the courts that were valid. So you guys are going and just filing stuff so that you can feel you're one-upping her and maybe trying to take custody, because I'm hearing that in another post that I saw that he went and filed for temporary custody. It might have been this one. Let me go back. He's asking for temporary custody, the one before this one. But y'all, this is sad. And she's smiling like, yeah, I did that ish. I really hope they figure this out. I really hope that Halle gets her a great attorney. If she is crashing out, it could be the stress of everything. I do remember she was saying that she was going through postpartum as well. Okay, postpartum depression. Some women have that longer than a year after the baby is born. The baby is barely a year now. She's probably still going through that, plus the stress of DDG and his bullshit. Now the mama jumping in and filing stuff against her along with her boyfriend. Like, it's team too much. Now, we also showed a video a while back of DDG's sister jumping in the middle and went live. Her boyfriend, or no, not her boyfriend, but DDG's brother also was speaking on Halle and how it was kind of effed up, the situation where she came forward and blasted DDG. Everybody on his side is jumping in, and they should not be. It's giving team up, okay? I don't like it. I don't like it. She needs a great attorney, and yeah, let's move off this chat. I don't like stuff like that. Baby, I'll be ready to go off. Do you hear me? I'm ready to go off. Don't call me talking about you about to take my child and I'll never see him again. You damn right. I'm going to put every damn AirTag. I'm going to take the one off the fucking dog and throw it in there too. You better believe it. All right. But y'all put in there what you think about it, and we will forge on, honey. Okay. Yes. So let's get into this Diddy news, because as you guys know, his trial is still going on. Okay. There were some great testimonies today by a young woman who was friends with Cassie. We're going to get into those testimonies and what happened with that situation as well. All right. Cassie is getting a lot of support in this particular trial. Thank God that she has friends who were willing to come forward and tell their truth and their account of what they experienced with Diddy as well. So let's get into it. I'm also finding out that the young man that we talked about, the security guard at the Intercontinental Hotel, was saying he was offered $100,000 for the video that we saw on CNN where Diddy was abusing Cassie. Okay. Yeah, we heard about that. And he also told him to not spend it and not to spend the money too fast, because he did not want it to be tracked back to him, tracked back to Diddy, that he gave him X amount of money. Okay. So yeah, Diddy, your house is coming down, baby. I'm sorry. So it says the Cassie's friend testifies that Diddy allegedly dangled her over a 17th floor balcony in 2016. That's some Suge Knight shit, because he did that to somebody. To Flavor, I mean not Flavor, what's the boy? Vanilla Ice. Did y'all know that? For those of you that didn't know, yeah, Suge Knight dangled Vanilla Ice over a high balcony as well for the rights of his music to the Ice Ice Baby album. Y'all remember that? He kept saying, "No, you can get my rights." So he grabbed him by his ankles and dangled him. So now Diddy's doing the same shit. Says that she suffered severe back and neck pain from the incident. I bet she did, and psychological and every damn thing else. Shit, that's crazy. So let's continue. So the neighbor says the testimony in the Diddy case are continuing. It says that today, Brianna, Bongalan, claims that in 2016 that Diddy allegedly barged into Cassie's condo where Brianna and her ex were staying at the time, grabbed her and dangled her over the balcony in an angry rage. It says that she claims that she suffered physical and mental injuries from the incident. I bet you did, baby, upside down on the damn balcony, baby. I would be done lost my ish. All right, so Bongalan, let's get into this, which is Cassie's friend. Let's get into the testimony. All right, shout out to Inner City Press and the new the neighborhood talk. Okay, y'all ready? Let's go. All right, Mr. Combs came behind me on the balcony. He lifted me up and put me on the railings. This is what the Cassie's friend is saying. I also then says, AUSA, can you show us how he held you? Okay. Bongalan says to myself. I also then says, show us how did. It says, and how much did you weigh? Bongalan says that I can't say because of the drugs, but about 115 pounds. Okay, so she was doing drugs along with Cassie back in the day. So the also then asked, what did Mr. Combs scream at you? Bongalan said that he yelled, you know what the F you did? I said back. He said, I said back, I don't know what the F I did. And then also then said that how long did he hold you there? And Bongalan says that how long it takes to say that multiple times, said that you know what the F you did. So this is what she's saying that Diddy said. He was in a rage on that pink Coquiana and start dangling her child. So he also then says, what's next? Or what next? Bongalan then says he threw me on the balcony furniture. Damn. And then also then says that were you injured? Bongalan says, I didn't know at first. Also said, what did Cassie say? Bongalan then says that along the lines of, did you just hang her over the balcony? Then I heard her girlfriend is in the house. So Bongalan then says he left and I left, says that I wanted to take a shower. I felt disgusted. She says that I saw a huge bruise on my leg with like a piercing in the middle. Says, and I had back and neck pain. I also then says that is this the photo and fair? Is this photo fair and accurate representing of your leg? Bongalan then says yes. So she was injured after he slammed her on that patio furniture. Damn, he is crazy. Bongalan then says that I called one of my managers and they said if you're scared of anything else, just go to a chiropractor. Okay. I also then says that did you tell the chiropractor who done it to you? Bongalan said no. They asked, but I just paid and took the neck brace. Child, is this not crazy? All right, so we got to continue because I got more, child. There's more. I be trying to get all I can from this damn Diddy news. Let's get into, before we get into the rest of the reading of the transcript from her testimony, there is a particular woman who I told you guys yesterday was escorted out of the court because she was acting very erratic. And she was screaming out obscenities and crazy stuff. They said that Diddy turned around and he looked very nervous as well while in court. Let's go ahead and pull that up so we can see that. And then we're going to jump back on these transcripts. All right. Child. This is so crazy. Child, this is a lot. My God. So the woman who got escorted out of Diddy's trial speaks out and shares his reactions to her outburst. All right. She looks batshit crazy. Let's get into it. Says that everyone is laughing. Diddy supporter on why she disrupted the court. Let's go.
Diddy, everyone thinks this is a joke. Everyone laughs in every courtroom in here at you. And I don't think it's funny for people to laugh at a black man going through what he's going through right now.
And that's what you shouted out in the actual courtroom.
In the actual courtroom, and it's not funny. Laughing at black man legacy being destroyed.
How did Diddy react?
Well, I heard he had his mouth open and shaking his head, yeah. Black American men do not believe in Diddy. Everyone thinks this is a joke. Everyone laughs in every courtroom in here at you. And I don't think it's funny for people to laugh at a black man going through what he's going through right now.
And that's what you shouted out in the actual courtroom.
In the actual courtroom, and it's not funny. Laughing at black man legacy being destroyed.
How did Diddy react?
Well, I heard he had his mouth open and shaking his head, yeah. Black American men do not.
All right, see, y'all hear that? Child, she look crazy, don't she? She looks crazy. So they said that the woman who interrupted Diddy's SEX trafficking trial this week is speaking out even more. And she's standing on every single word. She says that in this tense courtroom moment, said that Diddy, everyone thinks that this is a joke. Everyone laughs in every courtroom and here and at you. She reiterated, says, I don't think that it's funny of people to laugh at a black man going through what he's going through right now. She goes on to also say that it's not funny. Laughing at a black man's legacy be destroyed. Well, he destroyed his own damn legacy. Nobody told him to be out here throwing people on patio furniture and dangling them over damn balconies and beating people up in hotels and then running down there trying to bribe people for $100,000, beating up your baby mamas, possibly unaliving people allegedly. You gotta say it that way. Like, Diddy been doing the absolute most since the early 90s. So it's high time that he paid the piper. Do I give a damn about his legacy? Hell no. Hell no. I sure don't. And today I think that they proved too that he had no properties or anything in his name. So now it proves what Mace and other rappers were saying, that they've all tried to come against Diddy and like sue him, but he doesn't have any properties or anything in his name because everything's been transferred over to his mother so that they can't sue him. So now the courts are seeing just how calculating Diddy can be. So he do things to people, and when they go after him to sue him, they can't do shit about it. And any money that they're owed, they can't get it from him because Diddy don't have it. And the $400 million that he's worth right now is all in his mother's name. And they're saying that he's still able to, while he's locked up, he's still making money while he's locked up from renting out his private jet since he cannot sell it. And they said so far he's made millions from renting his private jet while being locked up in prison. So every single dime that he has, whether it's going to his mother as well, they're going to get it. They're going to freeze your accounts because this is Fed stuff. When they show that you're using your businesses in order to funnel and or pay out these SEX trafficking crimes, yes, they're going to freeze your money, just like they did R. Kelly. Yes, they will. Okay, because you're financing crimes through your business, and that is a crime. Okay, so let's get back to these transcripts, because the baby, and we're gonna get to see the young woman who was thrown over the balcony, or hanging over the balcony and thrown on the patio furniture. She's very tall too. I don't know if she was a model or what, but my gosh, she's very tall. And this is her coming out of the courtroom. Let's let this come up. Chow. Diddy is a hot damn mess when I tell you. All right, so let's go. Let's get into it. Becky, honey.
Brianna, why did you lie on the oath after telling them people that Ray J was a plug? You know Ray J.
Listen to that Denot. Brianna. Y'all hear Denot in the background.
Selling drugs, everybody in Hollywood. Why did you lie on the oath? You already told the government you gonna recant it on stage.
This guy.
I said, this guy. Denot be doing a lot, don't he? Damn, Denot. Let's hear it one time.
Brianna, why did you lie on the oath after telling them people that Ray J was a plug? You know Ray J selling drugs, everybody in Hollywood. Why did you lie on the oath? You already told the government you gonna recant it on stage.
This guy.
They said this guy. Like, damn, we sick of your ass. What day is it that your ass is still covering this trial? First you're getting into it with Gene Deal, now you're yelling at Brianna. Denot is doing the absolute fucking most. Jesus. All right, let's get into these damn testimonies. All right. Now they're saying after lunch, Shout out to the Shade Room. After lunch on day 16 of Diddy's trial, Cassie's longtime friend, Brianna Bungalone, I hope I'm saying that right, returned to the stand and spoke further about the alleged balcony incident with Diddy. Now, Bungalone acknowledged that Cassie got her facts wrong when she mentioned the alleged balcony incident in the complaint. It says, I told her that she had her facts wrong. It wasn't at a hotel. Bonglin also confirmed that the defense's questions about her and Cassie having a drug problem, saying that it says, yes, we did have a problem. All right. So Diddy had them both strung out, it sounds like. All right. So let's get into the testimony. Again, shout out to the Shade Room. Okay. It says, before break, Brianna testified that on one occasion, Diddy threatened her, saying, I am the devil. I will unalive you. That sounds like Diddy. That sounds just like damn Diddy. All right, Brianna resumes her testimony. She details the balcony incident with Diddy. Says that Brianna says that when Diddy arrived at the apartment banging on the door, she was sleeping on the couch with her ex. Says she then took her girlfriend to the bathroom, saying, girlfriend, okay. Says I didn't want to expose her to things that I see. Oh, I see what kind of party that was. Brianna says that she was on the balcony and that she lit a blunt. And Diddy came up behind her. He lifted me up and then had me on top of the rail, Brianna says. She testified that at the time, she only weighed about 115 pounds, like we just read. She says that he repeatedly yelled at her, you know what the F you did, to which she responded, I don't know what the F I did. All right, let's continue, child. It sounds like a movie. Brianna said that he threw her on the balcony furniture after that. She says that Diddy left after Cassie told him that Brianna's girlfriend was in the home. Prosecutors showed the jury images of what appeared to be a bruise on her leg from the incident. Okay, so all of this, I guess the girlfriend was hiding in the bathroom because she was scared after hearing the commotion. Because I'm pretty sure if he picked her up to hang her over the balcony, she's probably screaming and everything else, begging for her life. And this person probably heard this in the bathroom and stayed their ass in there, not wanting no smoke. So Brianna says a day or two after the incident, Diddy or one of his security guards FaceTimed her. She says that she told them a couple of times, I don't want any problems with you. She said on this call, Diddy kept putting his hands on his head. She said that she never called the police about the incident because she was scared. Says that Brianna testified that she saw a chiropractor for the injuries, but did not disclose who caused them. The government asked Brianna if she was aware that Cassie brought up the balcony incident in her complaint. Brianna says yes. She says that I told her that she had her facts wrong. It was not in a hotel. All right, let's continue. When asked if she spoke to Cassie about Cassie's testimony in court of her or her own, Brianna says no and brought up that she still has nightmares from the incident. I bet. That had to be scary. Now, Brianna then speaks about hiring a lawyer named Tyrone Blackburn in January of 2024. She says that Tyrone made a monetary demands to Diddy regarding the balcony incident. Says that Brianna says that she later fired Tyrone for placing inaccurate information in the paperwork for the monetary demand. It goes on to say that Brianna says that a producer named Rob Holiday reached out to her via FaceTime about settling the situation. She said that Rob used to be one of her best friends. Brianna testified that about a month or two after the conversation or their conversation, that her current presentation helped her file a $10 million lawsuit against Diddy. Okay, let's continue, child. Cross-examination begins. The defense attorney, Nicole Westmoreland, questions Brianna's friendship and work with Cassie, which questions about an instance the two were working on a t-shirt design. Brianna confirms that she once suggested a photo shoot where Cassie would pose in a pool in just a t-shirt. She clarifies that this was not her first suggestion about the photo shoot. The defense asked if Brianna did a lot of drugs with Cassie, to which she responded yes. Says that defense Westmoreland then says that, so you would agree with me that you and Cassie had a serious drug problem. Brianna then responds by saying, yes, we had a problem. Child, on that pink Coquiana, Lord. All right, so Brianna says that she spoke with Cassie before and after and filed her lawsuit in 2023. Brianna says that Cassie asked if she was okay with being named when describing the balcony incident in her lawsuit. Brianna says that she refused. The defense attempts to poke holes in Brianna's testimony, beginning with questions about the balcony incident. Now, the defense Westmoreland says Cassie told you that she never saw you over a balcony. Brianna then responds by saying, "No, ma'am, I don't remember." Defense Westmoreland then says, "All right," says, "All right, right here," says, "Read this page, then look up." Says that you had these conversations. The defense also zeroes in on Brianna's testimony about knife fights between Cassie and Diddy. What? Says that they asked her to clarify if the altercation involving a knife occurred multiple times. And I got to say it that way. Brianna says she did not remember. So Brianna also testified that she could not recall where Diddy got the knife that he threw at Cassie. All right. And we know that it's said that way, but I have to say it another way for you to say. Now, the defense asked Brianna to recall when she said at a photo shoot that Diddy threatened to unalive her. Westmoreland then asked, "But at first you told the government that it wasn't a party." Brianna said, "I don't know." So Westmoreland then says that your first demand letter says that Mr. Combs said that I could unalive you while he hung you over the balcony, right? Brianna then said that he did both, just not at the same time. Child. All right. So last page, shout out again to Shade Room. It says that they questioned Brianna's previous claims that Diddy actually assaulted her. Brianna said that she showed them where Diddy's hands were, and they were on the balcony. As they were on the balcony, the defense then said that you said that he groped your breast, and or your lawyer said that. Brianna confirmed that her lawyers said that she did not say that he groped her. So that's what was said so far in today's testimony between Brianna and the prosecution, where they cross-examined her, and she is said to be Cassie's longtime friend. She also mentioned and/or confirmed that she and Cassie were high most of the time that they were together. And she probably been doing some FOs as well. You just never know, because most of those girls that hung around Diddy was probably involved in that, including Young Miami, and we still waiting to hear from her. But that's what had happened in the Diddy stuff. What y'all think? Y'all could put it in there. Diddy is a crazy one, y'all. Oh my God, throw somebody over a balcony. All right, let's get into one of my favorite actors. I think I have a newfound respect for Michael B. Jordan as an actor after watching Sinners, and of course all of his other movies as well. But let's get into this, because we found some unfortunate stuff to talk about with Michael B. Jordan, child. I'm pretty sure he didn't want this to get out. But let's talk about it, because we stay in everybody's business over here, honey. Yes, we do. Trans actress Angelica Ross recalls a sweet first date with Michael B. Jordan. Says that I was in La La Land with you. Oh my God, child. Lord, something in the buttermilk ain't clean, Jesus. So Angelica Ross says, flashback to our first date. She shows the picture of their first date. Obviously, you can see that that's a younger picture of Michael B. Jordan. Did not know he liked shims, but okay. Says that we talked about misogyny and intolerance of the LGBTQ, said folks in the Black community. To be clear, you had no idea that it was a date, but I was in La La Land with you. Says that I got in a van to leave and started to gush with the girls. Says, and realized that one of the girls was your sister. So I kept it cute, but will never forget what a gentleman you were. Can we go back? Hell no. He won't trying to go back, forward, nor to the side. Probably didn't even know that you was, a Trans Am. Probably didn't know. I just don't see Michael Jordan being with a Trans Am. I don't know. But so Angelica Ross, child, shout out to It's On Site. Angelica Ross was in a playful mood when she shared a throwback photo with Michael B. Jordan, reminiscing on what she called their first date, even though he had no idea that it was even a damn date. So it gives that you knew who this person was, okay, and you snuck a picture under false pretenses, and now you're putting it out maybe to shame him, to say that he's been dating like Trans Ams out here or whatnot. I don't know. But then again, it is Hollywood. The one that you wouldn't think to be on some stuff like that might be. I mean, shit, we just saw Bobby Valentino running out of a hotel room with a Trans Am child with his pants around his ankles. We've heard about Dwight Howard. We've heard about several people in the industry. Okay, so that's what the industry is. People who like to indulge in being fluid, what is it, pansexuals and all these other damn sexuals, child. I don't know, pansexuals, pot sexuals, I don't know. But it's a lot of crazy stuff going on in Hollywood. And this person here is no exception to the rule because they held on to this picture. Not sure what you were trying to get out of it. Okay. Not sure what you were trying to get out of it. And not to say that we believe it just because you posted that this is a first date and you didn't know it was one. Like, what was it? I don't know. Michael Jordan has yet to come forward to confirm or deny or even speak on said situation. He probably won't because he has bigger fish to fry. We just talked about him, I want to say day before yesterday, where he was saying that Denzel Washington gave him a lot of Hollywood advice in terms of how to move in Hollywood, which means he see him and how he's moving as a actor and as someone who's very prominent in Hollywood. He's very much so that guy in Hollywood right now. He's been able to go from Fruitville Station all the way up to Marvel movies. So he definitely made his mark in the game. He's that dude. So you're going to hear stories and rumors and stuff like that. So I'm not trying to believe just what I read, but I said, it's worth entertaining it, I guess. So until he comes out and confirms this situation, even though we see them in a picture, it could have been just a fan stopping by and say, "Oh my God, Michael B. Jordan, can you take a picture with me?" And then you make this post saying, "Oh my God, we were on our first date." Until he comes in and confirms that, then I'm going to believe otherwise. Okay. Yes. So what y'all think about that? You can put it in the chat as well. Moving on. All right, we got an update. We got an update, child, on Mayor Tiffany Henyard, because we talked about her the other day. Y'all know we have to spin the block when we get updates on people. Child. Lord, there's so much going on. And usually pop-ins don't be this long, but we got to get caught up, y'all. Oh my God. Okay, so self-proclaimed Democratic super mayor child ordered to court as scandal-plagued tenure unravels. All right, y'all remember I told you guys yesterday, day before, that they were telling her if she did not show up in court, her ass would be held in contempt and locked the hell up. So let's get into it, child. Shout out to Fox News. Let's turn it all the way up. Why we can't hear? Okay, hold up. What's going on here now? Skip ad.
The village of South Suburban Dalton is hit by a federal subpoena. Fox 32 obtained a copy of the document. It's dated the 25th, the same day residents voted to replace Mayor Tiffany Henyard with trustee Jason House. He won by a landslide, 88%. The subpoena seeks records all related to a development on Lincoln Avenue. That land allegedly used to be owned by Henyard's boyfriend. Subpoena demands testimony on March 17th at Dirksen.
So y'all hear that? So that was kind of low. My apologies on that. That is totally not my fault. So the self-described Chicago suburb super mayor is facing mounting legal woes after being ousted in a landslide election following a scandal-plagued time in office. Now, former Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard, a Democrat, has been ordered to appear for a contempt hearing after she did not turn over public records from her time in office, according to WGN9. Okay, so she did not turn those records in, so she is now held in contempt. So it said that the Edgar County Watchdogs Incorporated sued the village of Dalton and the former mayor for failing to produce financial records after the administration allegedly disregarded Freedom of Information Act requests earlier this year. She won't turn them in because she knows she's done some stuff she shouldn't have done. And you might want to back up off the makeup some, sis, because your skin is not skinning. All right, so the former mayor is about to find out if losing an election is enough to escape contempt of court. Edward Coach Weinhaus, attorney of Edgar County Watchdog, said in a statement to Fox News Digital. It said that Henyard was previously held in contempt of court after she failed to turn over records from her time in office, directly missing state transparency laws for elected officials, WGN9 reported. Now, the massive public exposure given to the defendant that has brought Illinois corruption into the national public spotlight needs to be addressed immediately to save further harm to the state's reputation, the complaint reportedly read. Okay. Child. Now, it says in a hearing last week, Henry reportedly told the judge that she was the face of the village, but was not tasked with record keeping, according to WGN9. Now, Henyard and the attorneys representing the village of Dalton did not immediately respond to Fox News digital requests for comment. Last month, Jason House was sworn in as the newly elected mayor of Dalton ending Henyard's tumultuous time in office. Now, it says that Henyard was also defeated by Illinois State Senator Napoleon Harris in her bid for re-election as Thornton Township Supervisor, okay? Why they got these pictures so close? This is weird. It says that Henyard made national headlines in April of 2024 after the FBI served subpoenas of Dolton Village Hall following corruption allegations against local officials, according to Fox 32 Chicago. Now, while Henyard was not charged, village trustees voted to hire former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot to lead an investigation into her administration, with 2 town meetings descending into chaos as supporters of Henyard clashed with her opponents following her decision. Y'all remember there was a huge fight. I covered it here on my channel. I'm talking about they were throwing blows, and Tiffany Henyard hopped her ass up and was fighting too, along with her boyfriend. We saw it right here. Now, Lightfoot reportedly discovered the village's general fund fell from its initial 5.6 million balance to 3.6 million deficient, with the local government's credit card charges adding up to over $779,000 in 2023. Now, it says that in February, a federal subpoena was issued coinciding with the day Henyard was defeated in the mayoral primary, Fox 32 reported. Now, the filing relates to a development project involving land reportedly owned by Henyard's boyfriend. That's why he was up there fighting. Now, Henyard is reportedly scheduled to appear in court on this Friday. So we're going to see what the update is on this Friday. I'm going to spin the block, and we're going to see what had happened when Friday gets here. She's going to be in jail, or what's going to be happening, because she is being held in contempt since she has still yet to turn over said documents that they've requested now for some months, okay? For some months, and she ain't did it yet. So we're going to see what it's giving. She don't want to turn it in because her ass been stealing money. That's what it is. And when they try to ask her about it on the news, she tried to beat all around the bush. I don't have time for that. You know, I'm out here to help the people. She was on that mess. Yeah, you're gonna get helped, all right, right on into that cell. All right. So let's move on. And baby, when they take that that lace front off, that's gonna be the moment of truth. And I want to see the pictures, because I'm gonna put them right here on my channel. Yes, God, I will. That's what your ass get, thieving ass. So let's move on now. Let's move on, honey. Russell Simmons is in trouble, Lord. Finally. All right. Finally, it happened to you. Yes, honey. Finally. Get off the floor in Indian style and get your ass in court and answer to these charges. Get off that top bunk bed over there in Bali and answer these damn charges. Thank God. Y'all know after the documentary, okay, after the documentary is jail. Ask R. Kelly. Okay? Ask R. Kelly, baby. When them documentaries start coming out, that's when the jail come. Diddy, you next. All right, you on your way in there. All right, so Russell Simmons filed a $20 million lawsuit against HBO Max over the On the Record documentary. Ooh, I will be watching, because I got HBO Max too, Lord. I'm gonna be right there on it. Like they say, after the club, it's the after party. After that damn documentary, it's gonna be jail. Yes, God. All right, so let's get into it, honey. Let's go ahead and play what this documentary has to say. Y'all like that, didn't you?
I didn't tell that many people about what happened with Russell. He just grabbed me. He just grabbed me. And I'm saying no. I was reduced to nothing in that moment. Nothing about anything that makes me who I am mattered.
I had asked her, do you want to go to the police? She was like, no one's going to take me seriously. Who's going to believe me?
If white women are not believed, what do you think is happening to Black women in America when we come forward with stories about sexual violence?
I don't have a stitch of violence in me. I would never hurt anybody.
You're worried as a Black woman that you'll say something that will have consequences that you hadn't anticipated.
He's the king of hip hop. The Black community will hate my guts. I didn't want to let the culture down. I love the culture.
It's a terrible burden to bear, to know that you might still be judged as somehow being a traitor.
The New York Times called me and said there were other women, but they won't go on the record unless I go on the record. But I'm terrified of the backlash. I didn't tell that many people.
I don't have a stitch of violence in me. No, you got a few stitches. Because a few women that came forward, several women have come forward with the same story, saying that you pinned them down and that you had your way with them. Okay? And everybody's story sound the same, and I'm willing to believe it. Everybody can't be lying. And y'all know how these men in Hollywood with power, okay, like Diddy, Look at all the women that's coming forward with these SA assault lawsuits against him. These women are afraid. Okay, if you go to the police, and I told you guys the other day, Diddy had police on payroll. So imagine going into the police station and filing a police report against Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs, and one of the people that's on his payroll find that information and go and give it to Diddy, or call him and say, hey man, a woman just came down here by the name of so-and-so and filed a restraining order or a police report against you for SA. That woman's life could be in danger, because we all know, we've heard stories of people disappearing. Hell, Don Richard from the group Dirty Money sat on the stand and said that Diddy told her to keep your mouth shut because people go missing. So I said all that to say this: a person like Russell Simmons, who groomed Kimora Simmons, because she was in high school when he met her, and he was well going into his 30s. So imagine that. So he was preying on women even back then. So people need to see things for what it is. Russell, you're not running for no reason. If you're not guilty of something, why have you fled the country? Why are you in Bali, a country that can not be extradited, where you can't be extradited back to the States to come and testify in court, give your account of what happened, and fight with your attorney like anybody else? Why not do that? Why hide out of the country where you cannot be extradited back, and all these SA assaults and lawsuits are coming your way, and you're not speaking on it? But now you want to file a $20 million lawsuit. We know you're hurting for money, because Kimora already came forward to say that she was still funding you after she done moved on and got a whole husband who is on his way to prison now for fraud and Ponzi schemes. Yeah, go look it up. We don't tell no lie over here. No lies. Kimora moved on, had more babies since Russell, and got married to a whole new husband. And this man is on his way to prison for Ponzi scheme. Same shit that Jennifer Williams' husband is doing. He on his way there too. Let's continue. According to the newly filed court documents in New York, Simmons is alleging that the 2020 film On the Record disregarded or suppressed over 20 witnesses who back up his side of the story. These witnesses allegedly counterclaims made by multiple women accusing the music mogul of sexual misconduct. Okay. Now, Simmons says that this evidence was buried or hard to find, so that it was accessible and available to Warner Media top brass, including CEO John Stankey. Now, it says that the lawsuit states that even civil rights leaders and members of Congress urge HBO to dig deeper and examine the supporting materials that he claims proves his innocence. If you're innocent, get your ass back to the States. Why you running? It says, while the suit doesn't name these leaders directly, he highlights that the pleas were allegedly ignored. Okay. So, hey, get over here and fight, or take your ass on jail. At the end of the day, leaving the country does not make charges go away. And I guess he was hoping for the statute of limitations to run out, okay, or for them not to be able to sue him for anything. He don't really have anything. Like I told you guys, Russell does not have a lot of money. He exhausted a lot of that paying out lawsuits, and a lot of that, like when Baby Fat and all that, y'all remember the Rush card and all that shit is gone. So he's lost and ran through most of his money. And like I said, Kimora's been able to go back and relaunch a lot of her businesses. I heard Baby Fat is coming back. I'm like, damn, I done gave all my jeans away. Maybe except maybe 2 pair in there. But she's relaunching her businesses, and she's doing well, and she's married up. She's been married like twice since Russell. And with those marriages, she's had children, which means child support comes her way from actors. What's his name? Demond something, dude that was in what's the movie with Queen Latifah child? Beauty Shop. Y'all remember that real dark-skinned guy that was a maintenance man? Why I can't remember his name? Amistad, guy that played Amistad. Was her baby daddy, her husband, or whatever. So yeah, she getting a nice check from him because he is loaded. And her new husband, this white guy who is supposed to be like a millionaire, but he was doing some fraud stuff and in this huge Ponzi scheme situation where his ass just found out he about to go to prison. But like I said, she's still loaded. She got money coming in from her kids, and her daughters are very successful, one of which y'all know was dating that old ass man with worms. But I don't know about that, child. But anywho and anyway, hopefully Russell will figure out this situation. If you were doing some things to women that you shouldn't have done, just go ahead and make it right. Go to court. If you got to pay money, if you got to serve some time, go to do what you need to do. But running only makes you look guilty. That's all I do know. running and going to a country and fleeing to a country where you cannot be extradited back to cover to talk about these charges, to handle these, get you an attorney. Maybe you can't afford one. I don't know. But it makes you look hella guilty to run from charges of several women who have come forward, and it's been multiple who have come forward to say that they were essayed by you, that you, one woman said that you held her down by her wrist and you basically took it. And she said she screamed and she fought and he was aggressive. So for him to stand there and say, I don't have a stitch of aggression in me. Well, that sounds like aggression to me. But again, everybody is innocent until proven guilty. All right. That's how we're going to leave that, because I don't know. I wasn't there. Didn't want to damn be there. But let's continue, child. We'll see what it gives. Of course, you guys know we are living in a world where there's always something going on. There's a pow here, pow there. So there is a mass powing that happened in a city in North Carolina. They're saying at least one person and 11 are injured. One person is unalive and 11 people have been injured in a mass powing in a quiet North Carolina city. Let's go ahead and get that pulled up, because I found that while I was scrolling as well. Lord have mercy, God. It's always something going on, ain't it? Always something going on, child. That's why you got to stay prayed up. Got to stay prayed up, honey, because these folk are nuts out here. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's back this thing up, honey. And let's go ahead and play. Hold up. Wait. Why this ain't playing? Because it played earlier. Hold on. Why it ain't playing? I don't know. Jesus Christ. Do I got to read it? Anywho, I'll just let it play out and then I'll read to you guys what it is. So as you guys can see, they're going there. As you guys can see, at least one person is unalive and 11 are injured in a mass powing in a quiet North Carolina neighborhood. All right, hold on. Let's see. Authorities have tragic news of the incident. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I can pull it up. Let's do that, because now I got to talk about it. Hold on, because it's all over. Give me a second. Let me get it, guys. Let me get it. Give me 1 second. Here you go. Look at the Lord. We're going to always find that news, baby. We're going to always get that news. Yes, we will, honey. Don't worry. We don't get it from one source. We're going to find it somewhere else. The devil is a lie. All right, let's get it pulled up here, child, so we can look at it. Let's get it pulled on up. Now, it looks like an arrest was made. That's a great thing. I hate these stupid pop-up ads. All right, so let's look. An arrest has been made in the powing that left one unalived and 11 hurt around North Carolina house party, all right? Now, this is 21 hours ago, as you guys can see. That's in Hickory, North Carolina, to be exact. You guys can see all these cars and stuff, and police officers are there as well. All right, so let's read it. A 20-year-old man was arrested Tuesday in an attempted unaliving charge in connection with a weekend powing around a house party in North Carolina that led to the unaliving of one person and injured 11 others. Sheriff's deputies says. All right, so Gary Nathaniel Killian of Lenore was being held in jail without bond. The Catawba County Sheriff's Office said in a statement. Now, online records did not show booking or lawyer information for Killian, and the county clerk's office phone did not accept voicemails Tuesday evening. Okay, he must have some money if they are keeping his stuff private. Now, it says that authorities executed a search warrant on Tuesday as part of the investigation into the powing, which left some people with pow wounds and others with injuries from fleeing the powing. Lord have mercy. Now, additional people could be arrested, the sheriff's office says. Okay, it says that the powing took place early Sunday in an unusual quiet residential neighborhood in southwest Catawba County, about 7 miles south of the city of Hickory. Now, authorities says at least 80 pows were fired beginning at or about 12:45 a.m. People reported running, ducking for cover, and scrambling to their cars for safety. Now, the crime scene spanned several properties along a neighborhood road covering about 2 acres and included outdoor and indoor areas, according to the sheriff's department, says what they said on Sunday. It said that a 58-year-old man, Sean Patrick Hood of Lenore, was unalive, said that he was the oldest of the victims who ranged in age from as young as 16, according to what the sheriff's office says. Now, the agency says that it was asking for people who attended the party to contact the office. So now they're looking for testimonies. Whoever this nut was that was out here on his damn Tackleberry Rambo bullshit, I really, really hope he don't never get out, child, because that's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. If anybody's ever been in a situation like that, where you've been in a situation where there are pow-pows going on, you will never forget that shit. I told y'all yesterday, day before. Been there, done that. Never again, Lord. Never again. Okay? When I tell you get a whole heap of new friends after some shit like that occur, I still remember like it was yesterday. That was a scary situation. And thank the Lord he brought me up out of there, Lord. Okay? Because that's a scary situation, child. Somebody get to doing that? No, God. I won't there for that. But let's continue, child. Gotta stay prayed up. Okay, gotta stay prayed up. All right, let's look at some sneak peeks for those of you that are fans of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, I've been trying to watch it and keep you guys updated on every intricate detail that's going on. So let's get into this next topic. Okay. Shout out to the Shade Room. Bravo, Shade Room. All right, so Real Housewives of Atlanta sneak peek. Shamea addresses Britt, honey, for talking over others. Now, Britt do be talking a lot, and she don't be talking about nothing. I promise she don't be talking about nothing. But Shamea, baby, is going to always shut somebody down. Let's get into this, okay?
I just can't take the over talking. Yeah. I really want to hear what everyone is actually saying.
Did the crystal help last night?
No. It did. Well, I had it, and nobody wanted to listen. Okay. All right, Britt, I have the floor. Britt, I just want to make this really quick.
Can we just cheers to
You had the crystal, but yeah, you turned the conversation around into something else that we weren't even on. And you don't get to tell me what I talk about when I got the floor. And when you got the crystal, you started talking about Phaedra and her ex, Apollo, and like, that ain't even got to do what we talking about. And I wanted to know who Black was. Who's the new lover? I diverted really quick. Right. I was with you, and I said, oh, whoa.
Everyone is always searching for what Drew has going on. But the real question is, why is Britt and Shamea having this weird energy this morning? Why are we not talking about that?
I want to jump in and talk.
Drew don't never want to talk about who she's secretly dating while she married to Ralph. Do she? That is so funny to me. Drew always want to try to deflect and push everything back off on somebody else. Like, why they want to know who I'm messing with? Talk about why y'all over there arguing and why she talking over you. Don't be asking me about no damn dude I supposed to be dating named Black. She don't want none of her stuff on TV. Drew, why are you here? You got to share, girl.
Their fault.
I
don't take it because I feel like you're taking it like I'm trying to.
No, I'm not.
I think our driver is here. I think it's time for us to go to cooking class.
Well, if you're going to the waterfall with me, hang back because we got Portia.
What? Y'all have fun in the water. Wait. I just can't take the over talk.
Right, what y'all think about that? What y'all think about them? Shamea shutting down Britt, letting her know that she be over talking people too much, or she talks too much. I think everybody be talking too much on here. Okay, sometimes Drew be talking too damn much, and I be shut up. Sometimes Cynthia can be overwhelmingly long-winded, and sometimes Angela Oakley can talk too much. Okay, except when she talking to her husband, because he don't be talking back to her. But sometimes, all of y'all, Portia, you can be long-winded a little bit too. All of them, all y'all get on my nerves sometimes. So it's just not Britt, and not that I'm taking up for her because I like her like that. But Shamea, you can be a little rude and a mean girl sometimes. All right, you really can. But I still like you a little bit. Let's move on. Y'all being little mean girls on here. All right, so Phaedra, honey, says that she never knew that Charles Oakley was even married. Now, I keep saying I just have a bad vibe about Charles, because how you married and don't nobody know it? How is that? It's kind of giving R. Kelly and Drea Kelly. Like, nobody knew Drea Kelly was married to R. Kelly until she got her ass on that show. Y'all remember that? We were like, what? When you married R. Kelly? She got on it. Yeah, I'm R. Kelly's wife. Kelly as an R. Kelly, the R&B king. Like, she was happy to tell that. And everybody was like, excuse me? When were you married to R. Kelly? Like, we know that. So, baby, they were married for years and kept it on the low. And R. Kelly did that because he wanted to be able to move how he was moving. So, for Phaedra, who is all up and through Hollywood and all up in the Atlanta streets, because they all live in Atlanta, how is it that you did not know that Charles Oakley was married to Angela Oakley? And they've been married since, 2016 out here? Child, let's get into this. Charles, what you out here doing? Charles, your divorce is ready. Yes, it is.
What's your read on Angela?
I can't get a good read on Angela, but I mean,
And you never met her before.
I
But you know Charles. You met her
Charles
husband.
is too much
not
fun.
Angela.
I mean, I ain't hung out with him in years, obviously, over 10 years, but baby, Charles has always been that dude.
Yeah.
He's always been the life of the party, funny, just a good time.
Does he act married?
See, I don't know, because I wouldn't really be out on the scene, but I never knew him to be married.
You know, I'm just happy that we made it to 8-year wedding anniversary.
8 is great. Let's say that. 8 is great.
Have you talked to him?
Not today, but I'm gonna try to get his ass on the phone when we get to the hotel.
What do you think about Angela's relationship with Charles?
Why they asking me? That's my girl. Angela and Charles are legendary. I don't know nothing. I ain't heard nothing. I ain't seen nothing. Trying to get.
So you ain't talked to Charles all damn day, and then Phaedra on here saying that she been knowing Charles for years and she didn't know he was married. How is it that you never ran into Charles while he was with Angela? Do they not go to events together? Because Atlanta is really not that damn big, and y'all run in the same circles. So if you've known Charles all this time, you've had conversation, and he's the life of the party. At no point in time did he say, "Oh, do you know I'm married to Angela Oakley? That's my wife." Or you ain't seen no pictures, no social media stuff. Like he ain't introduced you at a party and say, "Hey, this is my wife," or whatever the case may be. How is it that you don't know this man is married? He been married to Angela since 2016. I told y'all it's a weird vibe between them, and I ain't trying to start nothing, and I don't want to see their marriage fail or nothing like that. But we all know, honey, the curse of reality TV will always kick in. All right, look at Portia and Simon. That was doomed from the start. But look at Ralph and Drew. Look at Mel and Martell. Shit, we can even go there. Listen. The reality TV curse will always do what it always damn do and break people up. Destiny and damn LeBaric. We can just name out. I'm just randomly naming out folk. Okay? Just randomly. It's weird to me how no one knows that Charles Oakley with Phaedra. Let's say Phaedra. It's weird to me that Phaedra is on this damn show who knows everybody in Atlanta and the surrounding areas. And you did not know that Charles Oakley, who's supposed to be your homeboy from way, way back, is married? Is that not weird to y'all?
Get me in trouble, guys. What's your read on Angela?
I can't get a good read on Angela, but I mean,
And you never met her before.
We're gonna listen one more time uninterrupted, all right? Because this is weird.
But you know Charles. You met her husband.
Is too much
Not
fun.
Angela.
I mean, I ain't hung out with him in years, obviously, over 10 years, but baby, Charles has always been that dude.
Yeah.
He's always been the life of the party, funny, just a good time.
Does he act married?
See, I don't know, because I wouldn't really be out on the scene, but I never knew him to be married.
You know, I'm just happy that we made it to 8-year wedding anniversary.
8 is great. Let's say that. 8 is great.
Have you talked to him?
Not today, but I'm gonna try to get his ass on the phone when we get to the hotel.
What do you think about Angela's relationship with Charles?
Why they asking me? That's my girl. Angela and Charles are legendary. I don't know nothing. I ain't heard nothing. I ain't seen nothing. Trying to get me in trouble, guys. What's your read on Angela?
All right, so you heard it right there, okay? His person said that Phaedra said over 10 years and Angela been married 8. So yeah. Now, could it be? Because y'all know Phaedra has been known to date several people in the industry, okay? What's the guy named Chocolate? Y'all remember they said that she's been linked to Jamal Bryant and some more people, child. I don't know. Phaedra, she's been around now. She's been around. She's just had some bodies on bodies on bodies, as they say. Let me stop. But could it be that she might have had like a little fling or two with Charles Oakley, you know, because maybe he ain't just a homie. You know, maybe you took him home. I don't know, girl. But Phaedra, y'all know Phaedra's a whole hot ass mess. So if Charles seemed to be a little womanizer, he do have eyes for women. If you guys watch the show, he do be kind of looking at the women a little bit. All right, he do. And he be hanging around the women too much. Like if ain't no other husbands there, why you there? That's weird. Like go somewhere and play golf or basketball or go fry egg or some shit. I don't know. Go do something. But if ain't nothing but women here, why you sitting up over here with Angela and looking at all the women on the show? Like go somewhere. No. Hell no. If it's just me and my homegirls, my husband do not need to be there. And not because I'm insecure in any sense of the word. It's something else that you can do. Your homeboys, are y'all playing the game or something? Like, go yell at the screen and play the game. Like, you do not need to be sitting there with me and my homegirls and be like, so girl, let me tell you. And he's sitting over there like, girl, yeah, let me tell you. Like, hell no. That should have never happened. But what y'all think, child? Y'all can put it in the chat what y'all think. All right. That is our last topic. Thank the Lord, because I'm tired. That is it, child. Okay, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you all for joining the live. All right, thank you, Truth TV Podcast, Rose Armstead, Belle Wilson, Tyra, Scorpion Miss, and KBR. Thank you all for modding for me. Thank you for all the content creators stopping by as well to support the video and the channel. Thank you to my Caramelians also for doing the same. You guys have somebody said no, don't go. Y'all, hold on. All right, y'all said don't go. So let me go back and see if we got any new developments since we've been on live. Because y'all know sometimes things just occur. Okay. So let's see. Because y'all say no, don't go. I might do one more topic. Okay. Just because I'm feeling generous tonight. Just because I'm feeling generous. Y'all know I've been on live like several times today. Oh my God. Trying to catch up and keep up with what's going on in these damn YouTube streets. So give me 1 second. Let me see what's going on. Let me look at a couple of my sources and see if we got any new stuff going on. Because baby... Let's see. No, I don't want to hear nothing about no damn Dr. Umar. I'm sick of him. I am sick of him. Okay, we saw that about DDG. So they have Octavia Spencer, you guys, says that she is set to star in the sequel to the thriller horror movie called Ma. Did y'all watch the first one? Did y'all watch Ma? Child, I think I did watch that. Yeah, I did. That was kind of spooky. It was kind of spooky. Okay, people down in the damn basement. Yeah, it was kind of spooky. So, yeah, what y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? Octavia Spencer, I like her. Okay, I like her as well. So she's a great actress. So, so that's going on. What else, child? We know about DDG. Oh, there's some threatening text messages. Oh, we gotta get into it. Oh, DDG and Halle Bailey, y'all, because we talked about them. So let's get into it. Ooh. Thank you, Lord. Say great videos all day long. Thank you for watching, Kim Yu. Y'all know I like kicking it with y'all, okay? I don't mind stretching my show for you guys, honey. I don't mind. So since we've been talking about Halle Bailey and DDG, honey, there's some text messages, some alleged threatening text messages between Halle and DDG, honey, where she confronts him about cheating. Okay, nothing brings out the worst in you, honey. Look at Cardi B and Offset, child. He done threatened to off somebody because Cardi went out there and had his child hair braided up like Cardi's new man out here. Okay, Stefan did. That shit is so stupid. But let's get into these text messages. All right, so alleged text messages have surfaced from DDG's recent court filing against Halle. Let's get into it, child. That's them. She looking like, yeah, I said that shit. And he looking like, I'm going to the courthouse right now on your ass. That's how he looking. Damn. This is so sad. All right. Halle says, at 3:21 of 24 at 11:09 p.m. when you should have been in the damn bed, you're up threatening people. So let's go. This is proof, okay? This is what Halle says. Halle also says, you leave me hanging as a mother? Okay. Halle goes on to say that you don't step up when I need you to. Now, you know, some of this stuff is misspelled, but I can just read real good. Y'all, like I talked about today, honey, when you mad, your spelling be off, okay? You be out here typing like Tisha. So she says, I'm begging you, and I got to read it in her voice. So she goes on to say, I just found out that you slept with Lala in Mexico. Oh, child. So these are back to back. She says, I'm going to off myself tonight. No, girl, not over him. Y'all hear this? This is what Halle is saying. Lord have mercy. So she says, my son will not be around for it, girl. That was at 11:10 p.m. on the same day. So she says to DDG, I hate you forever. You can have him and let her be his mom. Girl, don't you ever tell no man that. Lord. Oh, I'm gonna chalk that up as postpartum talking, girl. So DDG then says, I can't believe you're acting like this. Oh, really? When you started shit. Oh, let's continue, child. So Halle, he's obviously ignoring her because she's doing most of the talking and he's just like sporadically coming in. Girl, y'all hear this shit? All right, so Halle then says, answer the effing phone. She hit him again. Answer the effing phone. He ain't say nothing. She come back. I'm going to try one more time. Well, you just usually just try. You ain't got to type that part. So Halle then goes on to say, if you don't answer, it's over forever. So, of course, nothing. He ain't answer, obviously, because she hit him again. I'm not playing, Daryl. Daryl ain't said nothing. Daryl ain't answered, obviously. Halle then says, that's it. So then Daryl answers. Girl. He says, I just want to be left alone, please. Playing them games, all right? Lord have mercy. Now, that was on 3/10/7:06 p.m. My God. All right, so Halle then came back and says, I'm calling for help. He says nothing. She comes back with, I have a knife. Y'all know what that is. Child. Halle then says, I'm calling for help. But you don't care, do you? He ain't say nothing. She comes back. Okay. That's her. He says, have a knife for what? What you think? To cut up some damn greens? What you think she got a knife for? Tell me, what you got a knife for? Oh, she in there chopping greens. He's so stupid. Oh, my God. All right, so she then says that I just thought that we do what I wanted to do today since it's Mother's Day. So he doing all this to her on Mother's Day. This is why she crashing out on his ass, okay? She's like, nigga, I done pushed out a whole child for you, and you over here in Mexico with bodies on bodies on bodies? Like the hell? Ooh, Jesus. So she continues by saying, but if you really want to go, then you can. That was on 5/12/2024, honey, at 5:33 p.m. So she goes on to say, I'll just go home and pack. He ain't saying nothing. He's ignoring her, obviously. Then she comes back with, hello? Question mark. All right. So now he responds via text, and this is what he says. At 5/12/2024 at 10 p.m. Now, mind you, her last text to him was at 5:35 p.m. He viewed her text message at 10 p.m. So this nigga playing. That's almost a whole 5 hours, nigga. All right, so he says to her, if you don't come back here, I'm going to call the police. I don't want you to do something stupid. All right, then DDG then also says to her, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Says that you have a son. So he's trying to talk her off the ledge of doing something stupid. He's telling her, you have a son. He also says that I know you took my pow. Okay, this is crazy. So then the next message says, coming in at 10:02 p.m. says that pow has no safety. So meaning if you go over there playing with that damn pow, acting like you want to do something, it might go off. Is what he's trying to tell her. The pow don't have a safety. He know that she now you got a knife and a pow. This girl is losing it. So he tells her at 10:03 p.m. on 5/12, put it down. And he also tells her that's nothing to play with. Okay, that's not nothing to play with. That's what he's telling her. So then she, of course, is crashing out. This is what she's saying to him. All right, at 3/21/2024 at 12:29 p.m. This is late at night, honey. She crashing out. She says, "You have ruined me and all my happiness. You hang up when I'm beginning or when I'm begging for help." This is what she's saying to him. You're the only help I used to have. So you put all your trust in him. Says that, and you're so focused on being famous and having money. Ooh, you hear this? When you're done, wait a minute. When you don't even see what is in front of you, meaning me. Okay, you don't see me. She goes on to say that how would you, or how could you rather? Says, how could you go to Mexico and be with someone else? Okay. She also says to him, how could you openly talk shit about me to all your family and all the women that you want to sleep with? My God. She also says, you want to ruin me, is what she's saying to him. So she is crashing out. She's mad. Obviously, he's playing mind games with her. Obviously, I feel like, too, that he attached himself with her as a clout come up so that he, like she just said it here, you want to be famous. You want clout, money, and all of that. So he attached himself because who the hell knew who he was until we knew that they were together. I didn't know who the hell he was until we knew that was her man, her baby daddy. I don't really follow him like that. I didn't know who no DDG was. Not to say he wasn't out. But I don't think he really, his clout really was clouting like that until we knew that he was Halle Bailey's baby daddy. I mean, I'm just saying, what y'all think? This is sad. I really hate this for her. She's a beautiful girl. She's a new mother. Obviously, she's going through postpartum depression. And I hope she uses that as her defense in this situation if he decides to go and try to snatch this baby or press some type of charges and to try to show that she is a danger to their child. I really hope they don't use this, which I know that they will. According to what we read today, like she's very hurt. It sounds like a girlfriend who put all her trust and love into a person. He let her down. He played her. You've been to the movies with this other girl, taking another girl on a date when you should have been with her. Now here it is Mother's Day and you over here finagling with another woman and showing her attention when she wants that attention. She's like, you don't see me? Like, what's going on? So she's feeling like she want to be here no more because he's up and playing in her face. And he probably, because he looks very immature, he thinks the shit is probably funny. On top of her dealing with, like I said, being a new mom, maybe she's feeling overwhelmed because when you have a new baby will make you feel overwhelmed. I'm a mom. I know how it is. I get it. You're sleep deprived. You got all these other things that's going on emotionally, psychologically, and we've already talked about her, having this situation with the baby. But I just really feel bad. I really feel bad in this situation. And then his family is teaming up on her. As we talked about earlier, his mother and her boyfriend is filing things against Halle. So it's like they're all ganging up on her, maybe trying to take this baby because maybe she's getting some money. Maybe they had an agreement off the record because I don't see anywhere where they talked about child support, but I'm pretty sure he might give her X amount of money for child support for this baby because he's doing well now. And I feel like it was her career that helped jumpstart his career and get him where he is. And now that he's made it, he is out here just doing who and what he wants to do and not even focusing on her. It's like he disposed of her. He don't need her now that he got where he wanted to go. That's how I'm on the outside looking in. That's how I see it. What do y'all think? Lord, this is so sad. I really hate this, but y'all can put in the chat what you think. Oh my God, that's the text messages, okay? Oh, Jesus. All right, let me look at one more topic and then we're going to go. Okay, one more topic and let's see what Shade Room got. I'm trying to spend some time with y'all. I'm trying to spend some time. Ooh, so for those of you that are fans of BMF, it is back. Let's go ahead and show it. BMF is back on the 6th. What's the day before? Friday. So BMF is back this Friday. For those of you that are BMF fans, all right? If you are a BMF fan, Lord, it will be back Friday. I'll be watching, baby, because I love it. Okay? Yes, God. Y'all see that? And from the previews that I've been seeing, it's going to be really good. This particular season going to be off the damn chain. I'll be right there. They said, can't stop what's coming. Black Mafia Family BMF will be back on Stars, honey, on June the 6th. So for those of you that's watching BMF, don't forget to set your DVRs, honey, so you don't miss it. Because I will be watching. All right. Yes, Lord. Let's get off that, child. Ooh, I'm happy to hear that. That's some good news, right? That's some awesome news. All right. What else is going on? Ooh, Omarion, what is going on? Hold on here, child. Omarion talking about self-love. Let me stop, child. Now my husband be looking at my show. Now I saw this earlier. I'll go ahead and share this. Or do I want to? Do I care that much? I guess. This is the Duchess, honey, and the Duke. Meghan Markle, honey, and her husband, Prince Harry, they're showing a throwback to when Meghan Markle was in the hospital getting ready to give birth to their daughter. And she got a little black. She do got black in her, honey. So she got some black, and obviously Harry, honey, he think he black too. Harry is the wild royal child, if you will. Okay, I really believe that his mama would be proud that he is kind of branching out on his own and not under those royal rules that she had to be up under, child, where you got to cross your legs a certain way and you got to sit up straight with your damn back hurting and popping, sitting there with all them long ass programs that they be having and waving at people that you don't give a damn about. But let's get into Meghan Markle and Prince Harry in the hospital, baby. She in there dropping it like it's hot, ready to give birth. I thought this was so cute. It said that 4 years ago, this also happened. Both of our children were a week past their due dates. It says it's sold when spicy food, and all that walking and acupuncture didn't work. She said that there was only one thing left to do. So she is dancing, honey. Let's go.
When the song come on, let me see you get calm, baby mama.
All right, so y'all hear it. You can't play the music, obviously. Go, girl, get it. Hey, come on, look at him. They so cute together. I love it. All right, so let's continue, child. Same music. Look at him, child. They so funny. Hey, get it, girl. Hey. Get it, Megan. Let your black side come out, girl. Y'all know her mama is black. Her mom is black, her dad is white. Get it, girl. She said, this baby about to come up out of here, baby. We about to twerk this baby right on up out of here, baby. Yes, we are. He twerking too, look. That's that royal twerk. Come on, Prince Harry. I love it. Come on, Prince Harry. Get it. I love it. He ain't so stiff like the royal, like his brother. His brother would never be seen doing no shit like this. I love how insubordinate he is. He just do what the hell he want. Come on, Megan. Wind that thing up, girl. Okay. Come on, Megan. Hey, get down there. Come on. Hey, get it. Lord, the queen is probably rolling in her grave. Like, what are they doing? They so conservative. Yes, honey. Get it, Megan. Yes, child. That's a royal twerk. Yeah, girl. Wind it up. Pop it down. Hey, drop it. All right, now. That's how you got the baby doing that. Child, I know she be tearing Prince Harry ass up over there. That's why he's staying with her, honey. Because she look like she got a little something going. She got a little hey about her, honey. She be tearing his ass up in that house. I just could see it. Look at it. See that move right there? That's what got you pregnant right there. She tell him, come on over here. She winding it up. Look at him. Got a hood on like he from the hood. I love it. I'm sorry. Prince Harry, baby, you are part of, you can definitely come on here. You better get down there. Look at him. Prince Harry, you are welcome to the cookout, okay? You can get 2 plates and 1 to go. I love it. Yes, honey, get down there. Now, hanging a little skirt up in there. They say, baby, this baby is coming out tonight, bitch. Yes. Look at Prince Harry. Child. At least he on beat. Yes, get it. Y'all, I love them. Y'all can't tell me nothing about them too. Like, when I tell you he walked away from the royal family to be with her, that's some love. That's some love. I'm telling you, these dance moves. Look at her. That's why he walked away. All right. He was like, that girl y'all wanted me to marry, she don't do it like Megan. Now Megan over here whining and grinding and drop popping locking. Okay, that's what he want. You know he wild too. But shout out to them. I love them, right? Y'all love them. I loved it you, like Wanda say, child. I loved it you. All right, let me try to get one more. One more, and we're gonna get out of here. I promise this time. Okay. I promise, girl. All right, let's see. Nothing there. Look like they're trying to calm down in here now. Let's see what Jasmine Brown got. Child, they calming down in here. Huh? Oh no. I'm trying to see, y'all. I'm trying to see. I don't see nothing else, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Most of which we've already discussed. Let me go down to something else. One more news outlet that I know be kind of popping. Let's see. What else be popping? Let me see. Yeah, I don't see nothing else. So we're going to go ahead and ride on out. Okay, we're going to ride on out of here because I don't see nothing else. Now watch when I get off something. I'm going to get another alert. Watch, that's how it usually happens. Watch what happens, okay? Let me check vibe right quick. Give me 1 second, y'all. Thank y'all for being patient. Let's see. I'm trying to get y'all one more topic, but I don't see nothing worth talking about. Everything else we covered. We covered. Because I know I be all over the topics. So yeah, that's it, y'all. We ain't got no more. That's it. Let me get back to my main screen. All right. If anything else comes comes up that's like breaking news, okay, not just random news or breaking news, then I'll pop back because it is kind of early. It's only 7. So but yeah, thank y'all again for coming back to support the video. Okay, we got 183 watching. Please don't forget to tap that like. Okay, thank you guys so much for coming. I thank you to all of my mods. Thank you to all of my content creators, and of course my caramelians for stopping by. All right, you guys have a wonderful hump day, and until the next one, let's get out of here. All right, bye.